How many times has that been the story for some of us who go out, we shoot, and then we don't get bookings from this thing we spent thousands of dollars on? It's like, you guys need to know the sales and the marketing tactics. It's one thing to go out and get the creative, elements to your marketing. I think that's super important. But if you don't know what to do with it, it's a waste of money and time.
I'm feeling like a brand new me. For the very first time, I'm where I'm meant to be. Brand new.
Welcome to Outsmart the Hustle, where we turn hard work into smart work, helping you focus on the high-impact moves that drive your business forward without getting stuck in the grind.
If 2025 was a really hard time for your business, let's talk about that. And let's talk about a solution for photographers and videographers in the wedding industry, because I have a workshop for you in 2026 that's going to change your business and the way that you do life forever. You get to learn everything about business ownership and what to do, what not to do at this workshop from seasoned professionals. What we're going to be talking about at this workshop is everything from money management, systems, sales, marketing, ad buying, and editing, outsourcing, and just all the things that you should be doing as a business owner. The thing I've noticed a lot about workshops is that a lot of workshops for the film, photography, wedding industry groups contain styled shoots. And so when I started this initially, I was like, okay, we're going to have a killer styled shoot. We're going to also pair this up with some killer business education. And I quickly realized you can't do both. And especially you cannot profit for the first workshop ever doing a crazy styled shoot. So I was like, all right, I would either be really in the hole on this, but provide a killer experience, but also this wasn't the right year to do it. No one was going to purchase a ticket that expensive. We're talking like $4,000 ticket is what it could have been with a style shoot and everything. And I think what people really need right now, especially when they're just getting started, is like the help on the business to make it sustainable long term. Because there's just so many businesses that fail in the first 5 years, and none of us, when we're getting started, we really want to be a business that fails, right? We're going out on a limb, we're stopping our 9 to 5, and we're taking a chance on ourselves to start our business. Like, the last thing we want is to quit it all just because we couldn't figure out how to have consistent cash flow, right? Cash flow is one of the killers of businesses. It's like, if you don't have people paying you for the thing you're trying to serve or exchange or the product, it's like you don't have a business, right? The whole goal of my workshop was honestly the business education side, and the styled shoot was just kind of bonus, but that's not I've done styled shoots. I've done workshops where there were some creative elements to it, but they're very expensive and they're time consuming and they're super stressful to the person putting it together. So I really would like to shift gears and focus this workshop on solely education. So it is only going to be on, let's focus in on managing money. Bring in a financial expert who can teach us how to profit first. I love that method and I want to hone in on that, right? I want to teach you guys that once you get the cash flow in, how are we going to put every single dollar to work for us so that we aren't wasting our time or our money? It's hard-earned money. Like, let's have a plan for it, right? So we're going to find someone to talk about that. And, with the date change and everything, we lost a couple of speakers that no longer can speak because of the date change, right? So we're going to have to find a couple people to replace them. I'm looking for someone for systems, and I've got someone in mind who's going to be absolutely amazing for that. But you're really only as good as your systems, that Wendy Kidd will talk about on the 9th on this show. And so, your systems really help you save time. And I think that people who thrive in the chaos genuinely don't thrive in the chaos. Like, if you think that you do, you're wrong, because people are affected by you, even if they're not in your business or maybe their family. Like, if you are constantly stressed out or overworking yourself, it will affect some area of your life, whether you are aware of it or not. It's going to affect the people around you, if not you yourself. There's only so long that you can run yourself into the ground before you get sick and you can't do it anymore. So saving your time and protecting your space and your health is so important. And systems is just part of that. Like mindset can go into that. There's so many ways that as business owners, we can just be better, right? And so I think that focusing on money management and systems is really going to get to the core root of what a lot of business owners make mistakes in. And I want to help you guys just be more proactive on how to prevent things from burning down later on down the road, so you're not one of those business owners that fail in 5 years, right? So yeah, don't look at your mistakes as something that will set you back, because you can always look at it and just pivot and learn how to move forward. So the next thing I want to talk about in the workshop is sales, marketing, ad strategy. All of that ties in together, but each of it is its own vertical. So with marketing, it's like, how much are we talking about our offer? What are the different strategies that we could be using to get in front of the right people? That kind of dips into ads as well. But once they've gotten into your funnel, now you have to sell to them. And sometimes that's where we lose the opportunity to expand our cash flows, because we're so bad at sales. So I love talking about sales, do it any day. But as far as who comes into our funnel and how we sell to them, that is ultimately going to affect our business, right? So you have to wear so many hats as a solopreneur. And by having all of these systems and processes in place so that you can start delegating things out, and then you have to figure out, what do you want to delegate out? What actually could you be doing to be making money as a business owner, and just evaluating your time and making the most of it. A lot of this workshop is going to be working on our business rather than in our business. And that is the key differentiator that I see from a lot of workshops that focus more on the creative aspect of it, the content creation. Because like, let's say you spend $4,000 to $6,000 doing a very expensive luxury style shoot, and then you don't get any bookings from it. How many times has that been the story for some of us who go out, we shoot, and then we don't get bookings from this thing we spent thousands of dollars on? It's like, you guys need to know the sales and the marketing tactics. It's one thing to go out and get the creative, elements to your marketing. I think that's super important. But if you don't know what to do with it, it's a waste of money and time. And then do you even know that you're going to the right style shoot, or are you just picking something pretty? So I think it's really good to invest in the business side of things, because these topics don't change fundamentally. Like, if you can ingrain this into yourself and learn how to build a business. I mean, you look at Grant Cardone, who went from zero to millions of dollars on a TV show where they stripped him of all of his wealth and his name and everything. But he knew on the inside how to build a business from scratch. And so if you know these skills, you are going to be able to take this and apply this to even multiple types of businesses. Let's say you don't do wedding photography and videography forever because it's very physically taxing. It's like, what will you do next? How will you build another thing? Or are you going to go get another 9-to-5 again? So a lot of us are entrepreneurs. We have the entrepreneurial spirit. And so how are we going to build and invest in ourselves? Come to this workshop. It's called Book by Strategy Workshop, and it's going to be in 2026, April 6th to the 9th. It's a deep dive on business skills. You're going to be around a lot of other wedding photographers and videographers from all over the world. Like, I would prefer, it's going to be based in Dallas, but it'd be really cool if people from all over the nation, all over the world came to this thing. I am making no expectations for myself and who will come, but I know amazing people will be attracted to this because, one, they want to work on themselves. They want to make sure that they're building something that lasts. And that's the type of person who's coming to this workshop. On top of, they're going to be a great people person. They're going to want to, yes, you might be introverted, but you are someone who is on the way towards growth. And because of that, you're going to be like, how can I help myself, those around me, my family, and just become a better business owner? These types of workshops really do bring a certain type of person to the table that I know will be successful someday, because they are coming here to learn and to have an open mind and figure out, what am I not doing that I should be doing in my business to make it last longer and give it longevity? Because in my course, what I teach is, once we get you profitable, cash flow is going, it's like, okay, now what do we do with that profit? How are we going to use it to build longevity and to build a legacy for you and your family? It's like the next best step, right? So sometimes we just need to learn how to manage our money. It could be as simple as that. But by having these skilled professionals come in that can be mentors to you if you need them to be, Like, you will now have this network of amazing business owners and people who are growing with you. Maybe there's different stages. Like, you have someone who's just in their first year of business and they're struggling to figure out this thing. But you could also be meeting someone who's, 5 to 10, 15 years in business, who's just wanting to sharpen their skills more and talk to more experienced business owners. Because there's going to be a business owner there who has owned one of our VIP speakers, is a 9-time business owner, has sold most of his businesses, and he is coaching multi-million-dollar businesses on how to delegate, remain steady and profitable. So he knows a lot about business and how to keep it running. And he'll talk to you about whether solopreneurship or being a, business with employees makes more sense for you. But he's got a way to figure that out so you can do a self-assessment and know how are you going to proceed for your future. A lot of this is preventative, proactive. It's like, let's learn everything we can about businesses, but for creatives, because creatives really don't have a lot of, people they can look to be like, okay, in my industry, who are the experts in this business topic? It's hard. It's tough. So by bringing in people that I know who work with creatives, who this is their thing, like they are a CFO for creatives, they've been doing it for years. It's like, these are the people that you guys need to learn from. That makes sense to me, right? So yeah, as I expand on this and as I gather more speakers to replace the other ones from December, in April, I will keep you guys updated on the workshop. But I'm so excited for this. Like, the food, the experience, the vendors that are coming in, everything about it is going to be a fun, educational, learning experience for you guys. Plus, hopefully it's restful. Like, you can stay up all night and talk to people if you'd like. I'm not going to be here to like crush the opportunity for you to make new friends. Like, if you want to stay up all night and then sleep, that's fine. That's great. But if you want to sleep, you have the option to do that. The way that it works is you can either get a room to yourself or you can share a room with a friend that that's going. So there's a way to save money, depending if you want a private room or if you want to share. Obviously, if you share, you save a little bit of a few $100s. So the way it's going to work for this early bird sale and take advantage of it around Black Friday, because this is the lowest it'll be, is that you can do 4 total payments and you're going to do a quarter down to save your room. And this is like, instead of paying half down, like you can pay a quarter down over the next 4 months. I think the highest is like $550 and then it goes all the way down to $412. So it's really inexpensive when you're considering it's like a multi-day retreat that you can go and learn with experts and learn about, outsourcing, delegation, marketing, sales, all these key things that you need to know to make your business run like smoothly and everything. What I do know is that everyone coming just wants to help you. They want to help you be better at your craft, better at what you're doing. They want to help you. They want to help you be better as a person, better as a business owner. And we're going to figure out how to make a good roadmap for you so that you can see the clear lines. The thing that with entrepreneurship, the thing is that people don't tell you what to do. You just figure out what to do and you go down that road and you're kind of walking in the dark a lot of the time. So by coming here, connecting with a community of other filmmakers and photographers in the wedding space, you can now have the sounding board that you need from the people that are coming here, just wanting to learn more of a deep dive into their business systems, processes, and how they go about sales and marketing. So if you are interested in that, definitely take advantage of the Black Friday sale that's happening right now, where this is the lowest the ticket prices will be, but you can pay it in 4 installments rather than 2. And it starts from $550 all the way to $412, for your first initial payment. And then you pay that again 3 more times over the next 3 months. And the workshop is April 6th to the 9th, 2026. So if that's something that you're interested in, hop on it now because this deal, it does not last long and the early bird pricing will end February 15th. So if this is something that interests you, get on it now. There's only 40 tickets available and they will go fast. So I'm very excited for this workshop. I can't wait for you to be a part of it. I know that if you're even just remotely interested in it, you should come and just see it for yourself. Something that Jai Long taught me is that they won't miss the money, they'll miss the experience. And that's just been so true of all of the, workshops and all of the conferences I've been to that I've invested personally for myself. I loved being a part of them. I love the networking relationships that I was able to create from them, and I was able to come out better because of it. And sometimes, as an introvert, you need to put yourself out there. You need to be like, okay, I'm going to meet people. I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to be vulnerable. That is another thing. Like, we can't help you if we don't know how to help you. So if everything looks and feels fine on the outside and you aren't willing to share how we can help you with your business, how are you going to grow, right? Nobody's perfect here. Everyone is a human just trying to figure out how to do business. And so if you are going to be vulnerable in like, I'm struggling with this, or I really just don't know anything about this, I'm like, okay, let's connect you to someone who knows a lot about the thing you don't know about, because we are only as smart as the person around us. If we isolate ourselves, if we make ourselves look perfect, how are we going to grow? So that is my 2 cents of like, if you are thinking even remotely about this, you should come, because you will not miss the money. I guarantee you that. Okay, I stand off my soapbox. So that is it about the workshop so far in April 6th to the 9th, 2026. And I will keep you guys updated as things evolve about the workshop, because we do need to replace a couple of the speakers because of the date change. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, DM me at Book by Strategy on Instagram. You can follow along there too, give it a follow. And then of course, follow this podcast, Outsmart the Hustle, anywhere you listen to podcasts, or you can subscribe on YouTube. So I'll talk to you guys again next Tuesday. Have a great Thanksgiving week.
I'm feeling like a brand new me. Brand new, brand new.
Outsmart the Hustle is produced by Booked by Strategy, a film business course. Follow us at Booked by Strategy, literally anywhere, for more creative business tips and freebies, and check out the course and live workshop that happens every year at www.bookedbystrategy.com.